Hi everyone, my name is Hannah, and if you are new here, I run a small business at my house in New Jersey, and I basically sell anything comfortable and cute. Like I have this on right now. Maybe it's cold outside. But I make sweatpants, sweatshirts, t-shirts, baby tees. I sew makeup bags and tote bags, and I'm adding candles, car decals, and keychains to my shop at the end of the month. Basically, I do a lot of different things. So today's video, I wanted to show you guys how to make thank you cards for your business. And I've never done any video like this before, and I kind of want to start making this a regular segment or series, I guess, on my channel. I just kind of want to share what I do for my small business, and maybe this could be helpful to somebody. The size that I usually make all my postcards and thank you cards are 5.5 inches by 4.3 inches, I believe. It's really just like a normal little size thank you card or postcard, and I usually think that these are a great way to put some information into your packages when you're shipping off your things to your customers, and maybe try to drag them to your Instagram or your TikTok, your YouTube channel. If you have any of those, you can even put your website on there again with like a little coupon code, so maybe they're more inclined to buy something else the next time if they really like the items that they got from your store. So I really think that these are also really fun to make. You guys have probably heard of it, but I use Canva to make basically everything. Business cards, thank you cards, Instagram stories, Instagram posts. Canva really just has anything and everything. So I do have the Canva Pro subscription, and you don't necessarily need this if you're really trying to save money and not put too much into your business where you feel like you could save some money. I totally understand, and it's totally doable, but I really found that when I upgraded from Canva to Canva Pro, I was just offered so many more different things. I think it's $14.99 a month, exactly. You basically get access to backgrounds, little elements they're called, that you can put on your anything that you're creating, like little pictures and stuff. Basically anything that's locked if you have the free account would be unlocked if you got the Canva Pro account. So today's video, I will be showing you how to make a thank you card with my Canva Pro subscription. You know, if you're following along and you're just trying to learn how to navigate through Canva, you can definitely see like where all the free stuff shows up first, and then the Canva Pro stuff does show up more towards like the bottom of anything that you search. So you do have a lot to choose from. So I hope you guys like this week's video, and I will catch you guys in a little bit. Once you get into Canva, you're gonna wanna type in thank you card, because when I just typed in thank you, you can see in a second that it really wasn't showing me what I was looking for template wise. So you're gonna type in thank you card, and a bunch of options are gonna pop up. You can either do a blank card totally from scratch, or you can use the ones that pop up as like an inspiration to use like color schemes or the design. So once you click on one that you like, a bunch of other ones will pop up underneath that have like a similar vibe to it. You know, you can just keep clicking through there, or you can just click on the one that you chose. So once you're in Canva and you have your design picked, you can go ahead and resize your design if you want to make it bigger, smaller, if you want to have it going vertically or horizontally, like how I chose to have it in this one. And then once you actually start designing your card, you can see that you can change the colors, the shade of the color. When you go to your font, there's options under effects that show you can make it hollow, you can put a shadow behind it, you can lift it up from the card so it kind of looks like it's 3D. You could put a little background behind it. So you can also change the color of whatever effect that you are adding onto your font. They have a million fonts that you can choose from, and once you kind of just play around with how you like it, now you're gonna move on to the other side of the card. And I usually like to change all the colors and the font of all the wording that I'm going to be using, and I just like to do this just to make it easier for me in my head to kind of visualize what I want the card to look like. You can do this in any order that you want, but I just find this easier, and I go back and forth the entire time while I'm doing this. You'll see I really just want to get a good outline as to what I'm going to be writing and the spacing and all that. So I usually like to put on the thank you cards dear, and then I leave it blank so then I can write their name in. When someone buys something, I feel like it's a really personal touch to be able to write their name physically on the card. But you really just want to put a simple message to get your point across, to thank them for their order. And then I really just start adding some other personal touches to the thank you. So I always make sure that I put a discount code, because I've noticed just with my shop in particular that the people who get thank you cards, they will use that discount code for a purchase that they make in the future. And lastly, I really just make sure that I have all my contact information down, because that way people know where to find me on my website. They have all my socials added there with the icons matching all the social media accounts that I use. And you can find this just by using the little elements tab on the left hand side. I'm just changing the colors to some of the icons because I just like it to all match and be all one color, so that's why I just chose black for all of them. Now this is completely optional, but if you wanted to make a backside to your thank you card, for example, I'm going to be making care instructions for my clothing brand, you either press the bottom of the page that says add page and it'll just make the card have the same background as the one at the top, or you can press the middle button on the top right corner of your card and that'll duplicate your entire page, and then you can just kind of play around with what you want to delete and move around if you want it to look the same as the front of your card. Now all I'm doing here is just duplicating the text boxes that I have in the first page, because it's just easier than putting new text boxes and adding the font and everything. Also, I have my logo already uploaded into the uploads part where I keep a lot of my pictures when I'm using Canva. So anyway, that is basically all I do to make my thank you cards. It's very simple, and then once you basically have the rough outline of your thank you card, then you can really just go in and fix it up and just make it perfect how you really want it. All you have to do to print your thank you cards is to just figure out what type of document that you want to be able to print. I find the PDF or the PNG files work the best. And that's it. Alright guys, so I hope you liked this week's video. Please leave your comments below about what you liked, what you didn't like about the video. If you have any questions about Canva, and I can definitely try to help you out as best as I can. So if you're not already following me, you should follow me on Instagram. I am super active on my Instagram. I'm basically posting all day, every day. But I just did a giveaway and I reached over 400 followers on Instagram, which was super big because before I did the giveaway, I only had 375, I believe. Literally within a week, we just grew so much. So if anyone is new here, hi, welcome, and thank you for being here. Make sure you are following me on TikTok as well, even though we're not so sure how long TikTok might stay, if it is gonna stay. If you want to check out my Etsy store, you can, I'll link everything below, but if you want to check out my Etsy store, I will be dropping a new 1-year anniversary of being on Etsy / Valentine's Day at the end of the month, and so that is going to be really soon that it releases. But if you want to see anything else that I have and you just want to see the kinds of things that I sell on there, you can definitely check that out. So if you guys like this week's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel so you can be notified anytime I post a new video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.